Let's talk about bins, baby. Let's talk about bins and me. Let's talk about all the good times. I never quite knew that part. Dang. Okay. Hello, I'm Judy, the organizer and creator at Rescue My Space. Welcome back to my channel. And if you are new, welcome to my channel. Today's video is all about bins and what type of bins you should use in the different spaces in your home. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. So I'm going to break the video down based on the different spaces in your home. And the first space we will be talking about is the pantry. And if you know, I love the pantry. So because the pantry usually holds a lot of liquids, dry goods, messy food items, one of the best bins to use in a pantry are plastic bins. Like the Verrier bin from IKEA. Have her right here. It does say cleaning products because this is also great to use in another space. But this particular bin is probably one of my favorite bins because not only is it extremely inexpensive, it's $4.50 for one. It is extremely heavy duty and sturdy. So if anything spills in here, it spills only in here. And it's so easy to clean up because of the plastic, because of the material used for this bin. Plus, you can also use this bin vertically and it literally looks the same. Like the aesthetics of this bin is ideal when it comes to the pantry, especially if you're someone who likes aesthetics, who wants your space to look really nice and aesthetically pleasing. But again, this is one of the most sturdy plastic bins that I've ever come across, and I will continue buying and suggesting for my clients because it's so great. So outside of the plastic bin, it's also great to use bins that have some type of holes or openings in it, especially if you will be holding all of your onions, your potatoes in the pantry. So I have two bins that I think are perfect for these items. And I got a bin down here and I got a bin down here. So one of the bins that I think is perfect to hold those items are these. These are also from IKEA. They're perfection outside of the handle. I think the handle's great because it's easy to just grab, but it has holes. So if you have, your potatoes in your pantry, your onions in your pantry, your garlic in your pantry, if you like to hold them there, this is great. It holds them very sturdily. It's just, you want to make sure those bins are open so these items can breathe. You also can use it for other items in your pantry. The only thing about this particular bin is it is square, so it's pretty small. Therefore, you can only fit so many items in this bin. But again, if you'll be carrying your onions or your potatoes in this, I think this is perfect. Another bin is this beast of a beauty. This bin is gorgeous. This bin is from Neat Method. I've done a video on Neat Method products, and if you're interested, check her out here. But this is great because again, it's open. All of your onions, all of your potatoes can fit in here perfectly. It is a pretty large bin, so do consider that if you will be using this type of bin in your pantry. Take your measurements, guys. Always measure before you buy. But this is great for potatoes. I literally use this for potatoes, and because it's open, I think it's like literally the perfect pantry bin. Honestly, I would only probably use this bin in the pantry because of the style and what it does, but I'm sure you can use this in any space. But again, we're talking about the pantry, so this is perfect for your potatoes, your onions, all those items that need to breathe. It does have larger holes than the other one, so if you're going to be putting garlic in here, maybe not, it's gonna fall out. But yeah, it's a great bin. So going back to plastic bins for the pantry, another great option is this one right here. This is a great bin from iDesign that's great for the pantry. Because of its narrow shape, you can add like snacks in here, like drinks in here. There's a lot of options you can put in this bin because of the shape, but it's plastic again. So if something were to spill, you can always clean it up easily, and it's not leaking through this plastic because this is pretty sturdy. So yeah, this is a great bin for the pantry and other spaces as well. But nevertheless, it's a great bin to hold a lot of items in your pantry. And if you are going to be using this type of bin, you probably will be using a lot of these on that shelf just for cohesiveness. But yeah, another great plastic bin. All right, and one more bin that I like to use in the pantry is the water hyacinth bin from the Container Store, which is my jam. It is an inexpensive bin that gives you the style, the functionality, and everything you need in a bin. She is down here. This is the mocha color. It also comes in a natural color. This is one of my favorite bins. And if you do watch any of my videos where I've organized spaces or seen any of the images on my Instagram, you've probably seen this bin a lot of times. This is a really great bin for the pantry because of the size. This is the medium size bin, and I feel like it can hold a lot of items. So when it comes to holding things in here, I would not put any type of liquid because it's wicker, so it's going to seep through, and that's not what you want. But I will definitely use this to hold other items in here. This is definitely a great bin because of its structure, because of the way it looks. It can fit a lot of things. It does come in various sizes. Yeah, it's great. $12.99, great bin, love it. Love it. So going into the kitchen, the perfect bin for your under cabinets, especially the cabinets that sit under the sink, are plastic bins. You do need to consider spills when you are considering bins. So for under the sink, I would suggest using either the Verriera bin, which is this bin like this, or I would suggest using the iDesign bin, which I just used, but maybe in a different size. Because again, because they're very sturdy, if you had some type of spill or some type of sink issue, cleanup is just much easier and you won't damage the bin because of course that's not our goal, right? We don't want to damage the bin. So staying in the kitchen, assuming you have dishes that you don't necessarily use all the time, but you do want to put it away, I would suggest using a bin like this, which is right here. So this particular bin does come in a set of 4, and there's various sizes for different type of dishes you have. And I think this is perfect to hold those dishes that you use seasonally, but not all the time. Like this one particular is for bowls. And I think this is literally one of the perfect ways to store your bowls because, I mean, look how beautiful this is. It's so beautiful. And it's like literally the shape of a bowl. I think this is a great bin for those items. I have all of my dishes that we only use seasonal in my storage room, and all of them sit in these. I remember getting it and I was like, oh wow, this changed the game in the way that I display or the way that I store all my bowls and plates, because before they would just sit with my other dishes and I don't want that. So this particular type of bin is ideal for those type of items, and there are so many out there. The Container Store has a few, Amazon has a few, but yeah, this one I really like. So let's say, for instance, you are someone who has some type of cabinetry in the living room and you want to house some items in said cabinet. Of course, a lot of people usually add bins to the living room, especially if they have shelves, just as a decorative touch. But if you want to add bins because of functionality, I think you can be a bit adventurous when it comes to these type of bins. Again, the water hyacinth is a great addition to your living room because not only is it stylish, it's also very multifunctional. And or you can go another route kind of in the same realm as the water hyacinth and use, she's readily available, and use this type of bin in your cabinetry. So this is extremely aesthetically pleasing. This is probably one of my favorite wicker type of baskets to use because of not just the weaving, but because it's extremely deep. It's really deep, so if you can stack things in here and you won't see it. And I prefer using this type of bin in the cabinetry in the living room because you can literally just pull it out and get what you need and put it back. It's just a nice bin. I think it's both functional and extremely aesthetically pleasing. And if you do choose to display this bin, even if you have something in it, I think this is perfect because it has high walls, so whatever sits in there, you won't see it, but it still looks really aesthetically pleasing. I love this bin. I love her. I love her. Okay, so another type of bin that's great for the living room is the cloth type of bin that is structured. Let me show you guys what I mean. This bin is, I believe, one of the most beautiful bins that I've ever come across. I did get it at the Container Store, actually on sale. And I think this is perfect for cabinets because it does have a lid, which means you can stack. So this in particular bin is extremely structured. It's beautifully made. So if anything sits in here, and let's say for instance this was to fall, it's not going to ruin the structure. And structured bins are very important when it comes to them sitting in a space that is used often. You know, you don't want to be using or pulling at bins that are less structured because it's going to wear over time and you're not going to like it. It's not going to give you that, you know, organized look over time because that bin starts to lose its shape after time of you tugging at it. So definitely going the structure route, especially when it comes to cloth bins, is ideal if you're using it in a high traffic space or high traffic used space. And I will leave all the links of the bins that I mentioned in this video. Beautiful bin. So another common area where we usually use bins is the closet. The closet, I love the closet. And one of my favorite type of bins to use in a closet is a cloth structured bin. I love structured bins, as you can see. And cloth structured bins are bins that are usually covered in cloth and are usually made out of cardboard, like this one. Hello. So this bin was actually purchased from Ross years ago and we still have it. Tony uses this bin in his closet. And I think this is one of the most perfect and most ideal type of bins to use in your closet because again, it is very structured, but it is also covered in cloth, which gives it that very soft and luxury, but still very clean and relaxing look. I don't know if that makes any sense at all, but this is the type of bin that I love to use in closets. I just love it, especially the Kiva bin from the Container Store, as you can see right here. I love this bin. I use this bin a lot of times in closets because it gives it that overall look and feel that you want in your closet compared to the pantry or the living room. When it comes to your closet, I think that's the time that you can be a bit daring and kind of add those textural type of bins that you probably wouldn't add to your kitchen or pantry. And going with something like this, or even going with a bin like this one, which gives you all the structure you need, but it's so different than the other bins because, you know, it's super soft, it's super elegant, but it's still a lot different than the other bins you probably would use in your other spaces. I just love this. I mean, I actually have these in my office in a larger size. So when it comes to your bathroom cabinets, again, I would always suggest using plastic bins. Do not go the expensive route. Do not use cloth. Do not use wicker baskets. Use plastic because it's just much easier to clean up spills, to clean up really just anything when it comes to using plastic bins, especially if you'll be adding these bins under your sink. Therefore, a bin like the Verriera bin is ideal for under that sink in your bathroom. Cleaning up spills is easy, and again, it's structured, it's heavy duty, perfect bin. Another type of bin you can use under the sink in your bathroom is this. I'm trying to do it without hitting my table. Is this gorgeous clear drawer. This is probably one of the best type of bins to use in your bathroom under the sink or in the cabinets because you can stack them again. And when you're able to stack bins onto each other, you're able to add more things in your bathroom because now you're adding more storage. So yeah, this is great. Container Store, I think these go for about either $9.99 or $12.99. They also give that aesthetically pleasing type of look. So I think these are pretty ideal. And of course there's plastic. So whatever spills in here, it's literally you rinse it out, you dry it up and you use it again. Super easy. Again, go the plastic route when it comes to under sink cabinets in your bathroom or in your kitchen. Go the plastic route. Okay. Now, since we're in the bathroom, let's talk about the linen closet. So when it comes to the linen closet, the best type of bins to use are cloth bins, even the water hyacinth bins. And cloth bins are great because, again, you are going to be holding all of your linens in the linen closet. So you don't really have to go with plastic or wicker baskets. You don't. You can, but you don't. The cloth bins just give it that soft look. And I feel like it gives the overall linen closet the feel of the linen closet, which is like soft, clean, and crisp. So again, this type of bin right here or something similar is pretty ideal for the linen closet, but so is the water hyacinth bin. You can go that route. I've done that a few times. And also, you can also go the storage bag route. What does that mean? Let me show you. This is another type of bin or bag you can use in your linen closet to hold all of your linens without having your linens on display. So you literally just put it in here, add a label to it, and your linens literally sitting here without seeing it. There's so many different types of variation of this storage bag, which I I am obsessed with a few, and they stack. We actually recently used something similar in a master closet, and if you watch the vlog on Friday, you'll see how we used it. And because it is in a bag, we were able to stack it and add all of her linens in her closet. But yeah, this is great. I think a bag always works well. And of course, if you're trying to create a look, you can always make sure you choose the color that fits within the space it will be sitting in. So yeah. So the last but not least space that I'll be mentioning in this video is the garage. The type of bin that you should use in a garage is an inexpensive plastic tote. Please do not spend a lot of money on bins or totes for your garage. Don't do it. It's pointless. There's so many variations of totes, of bins that you can use in your garage that will fit perfectly with either the aesthetics of your garage, the functionality of your garage, and just work better or even the same as the more expensive options. If you saw my reaction video to Khloe Kardashian's garage, they used the drawers that I just showed you guys in the garage, and I mean, each drawer was at least $20, and I just didn't see the point in spending so much money on drawers or bins in the garage. But of course, if you're someone who wants to, go for it. I just don't think it's a necessity. I don't think you have to. Honestly, my favorite, hands down, plastic tote that I love to use in the garage is this one right here. This tote is perfection. It has butterfly lids because it closes like this. I love this bin. You can get it, of course, at the Home Depot for about $7, and it works. I would also suggest going the clear route when it comes to bins for your garage, because you get to see whatever is in it. And even though for some of us, we may not want to see what's in the tote, it gives you that freedom to know what exactly is in your garage, which is why I love using clear bins in the garage. So there's so many different types of bins you can use in the garage that fits that mold of the perfect bin. And again, going the clear route, going the inexpensive route, and just getting the same type of bin for your entire garage is not only going to give you that functionality that you're looking for, but also give you that aesthetically pleasing space that you're trying to create. That's pretty much it, guys. I am a lover of bins. I love bins and organizing products and everything organizing. And I wanted to share with you guys the bins that I have in my home and the different types of bins I use in different spaces in my home or in my clients' homes. And I hope it helped you guys decide on the type of bin you want to use in your space. You already know what time it is. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe. And thank you so very much for watching this video. And as always, I'll see you soon. Bye.